Are you tired of SMGs being too easy to spray? Is the extra $50 for an MP9 a bit too expensive for you? Do you just genuinely hate yourself? Then we've got the perfect product for you. Introducing the UMP. It usually misses people. Sucks at running and gunning. Handles like a rifle, but has one of the worst damages at range. And on top of that, it has the most frustrating recoil pattern to boot.
God damn it, this thing bounces like a bitch.
All of these great features can be yours for just the low price of $1,200. Miss easy headshots at close range. Troll a teammate asking for a drop.
Can somebody drop me an up, please?
Drop you an ump? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Up, not ump. Fuck, my chunk is left. Right, I'm going middle scout.
That was a good one.
Or simply gaslight new players into thinking the UMP is actually a good gun.
Orange is a new player. You can gaslight them that UMP is a good gun.
Yo, Orange, why don't you use the UMP? Use the UMP. Really good. Got me drop you one? Here you go. Yeah, good. It's really accurate. You can just run at him like with full accuracy. It's hilarious.
Get him! Yeah, get him! He's about to get a nutty flank on him too. Oh, come on, yes, please, get more kills. Yeah!
He's actually getting kills.
The worst part? Yeah, he's gonna think it's good now.
Yeah, on bait. Nice.
Yeah, look at that. See how easy it sprays? Just like easy headshots with it, you know?
It's crazy.
Call 1-800-DON'T-TRY to get your UMP today. Available on both CT and T side, damage drops off after only 1 meter. Vertical only recoil is no longer guaranteed. The UMP is definitely the odd one out, and a very unique choice among the SMGs. And today, we're going to learn how to use this so-called $1,200 rifle. But first, let's take a look back at the history of the UMP. Just like in Source in 1.6, when CSGO released, the UMP was very quickly glossed over. That was until October 2014, when the UMP received its first defining buff, when all the SMGs were given 20% more armor penetration. This may not sound like much, until you remember that the UMP has a base damage of 35, putting it about 10 points higher than all the other SMGs, and even higher than that of most rifles. But because CSGO was going through several growing pains of hilariously overpowered guns at the time, the UMP largely went unnoticed, and was, by far, the most slept on gun in the game. But for those in the know, it was quite the hilarious gun to force buy every round. The UMP remained in this incredible state for over 2.5 years. But despite that, for most of that time, it was fairly dormant in the meta. That was, until the CZ75 and Tech-9 were nerfed, and professional players finally took more than 3 seconds to stop being meta slaves and actually tried something different for a change. And finally realized...
Wait a minute! Oh, yeah!
The UMP very quickly became the face of the meta for about a year. It was one of the cheapest SMGs, gave a $600 kill reward, and had such little damage drop-off that you'd end up using it more like a rifle than a close-quarters SMG. Thus giving the UMP the nickname, the $1,200 rifle. And for those few years, man, you just had to be there.
That was the drug back there! I tell you! That was the best fucking drug ever made! It was so fucking good, the government took them off the fucking market because they were putting the fucking drug dealers out of fucking business. Bring back the fucking Quaaludes! You can take all the fucking cocaine, marijuana, and all them fucking designer drugs they make today and stick them up your fucking ass! There's nothing like a fucking Quaalude! I tell you, they were the fucking best!
Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and in May 2017, Valve finally nerfed its range damage. And after this update, despite its slow adaptation, it was instantly abandoned overnight. And now, once again, remains on ice until Valve can finally figure out how to make this unique gun viable again in CS2. Now let's take a look at the skins available for the UMP45. Funnily enough, the UMP45 has exactly 45 total skins available for it. Some of these skins include Blaze. Look guys, it's totally just like the Deagle. Fade. Why is this more expensive than the MP7 Fade? And Urban DD-Pat. The only UMP skin you're going to actually use because you got it as a free drop. Now let's briefly explore the stats on the UMP. The UMP is available on both CT and T side. Costing only $1,200, it is a very economical choice for an SMG. Holding only 25 rounds, with 3 mags in reserve, the UMP has the smallest magazine out of all the SMGs. The UMP has the highest base damage out of all the SMGs at 35. But to balance that out, it has the slowest rate of fire at only 667 rounds per minute. But does this trade-off actually work out in practice? Well, let's compare the UMP to the next closest SMG in price, the all-reliable MP9. The UMP deals 35% more damage than the MP9. However, the MP9 fires 28% faster than the UMP. Now, at first glance, the average person might think this gives the UMP a faster time to kill over the MP9. At close range, despite taking one less bullet to kill compared to most SMGs, it still has a slightly longer time to kill. And at long range, it's even worse. But don't worry, according to the CS Wiki, the UMP has the second highest DPS against armored opponents among the SMGs, only beaten by the P90.
Yo, who writes this shit?
Now let's learn how to use the UMP effectively on the battlefield. Unfortunately, the UMP has long since fallen from its status as the $1,200 rifle, and is now more like a $1,200 paperweight. The UMP is used so little these days that Valve could remove the UMP from the game and no one would notice for at least a month. At this point, I'm just assuming the UMP is Counter-Strike's equivalent to coconut.jpg. Don't blame Subtick, blame the UMP. Now, what sets the UMP apart from other SMGs is the fact that it handles more like a rifle than an SMG. Because of this, it sucks at running and gunning, so you'll have to stop to fire accurately. But despite this, it isn't even the greatest at spraying anymore. Its recoil pattern violently bounces up, down, left, and right all at the same time, making headshots even at close range a difficult task at times.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me?
This awkward recoil pattern, combined with its weak range, ironically, makes the UMP one of the worst SMGs to use at a range now. To the point where you're genuinely better off just using a USP on an eco round to engage at a distance. Better buy nades with this thing and play around your equipment because you're going to lose the 1v1 DPS duel to nearly every other gun, even if you know they're coming.
Brother! What is this fucking gun?
To put it in perspective, at medium range, the UMP has almost the same time to kill versus the Bison. At least with the Bison, you'd be getting over twice the ammo. The only genuine use I've found for the UMP is to use it like a rifle when warming up. Go in deathmatch, and instead of buying the AK or M4, buy the UMP and practice spraying that at a range. Once you get into your actual game, buying the AK and M4 will feel like smurfing. So, how do we hypothetically buff the UMP? Well, you have to be careful making any changes to it, because it's very easy to overtune it and make it the infamous $1,200 rifle all over again. It's an SMG, so let's keep it strong only at close range. And because it's unique compared to the other SMGs, let's give it a unique feature. Make it so it can one-shot headshot at a close range. Now bear with me, keep it super close range, like that of the 5.7. This keeps it unique compared to the other SMGs, makes up for its slow fire rate, and keeps it in check at a far range, and keeps its price the same. But that's just my 2 cents. If you have any better ideas, be sure to let me know down below. Your advice is greatly appreciated and taken into consideration. So, that's all there is to using the UMP. Subscribe, and tune in next time as I show you how to use the 5.7, and comment down below which guide you'd like to see next. But for now, the UMP slots quite comfortably in the D tier. The UMP feels like a shell of its former self, and I really wish Valve can find a way to make it viable again.